As the probe into the shooting at the White House Correspondents Dinner continues, more details are now emerging about the plot to assassinate Donald Trump and other senior officials in his administration. According to the acting U.S. Attorney General Todd Blanche, the accused, who was identified as 31-year-old Cole Allen, has been charged with 3 federal charges. The first count is attempted assassination of the American president, and the other 2 counts are related to firearm offenses. Allen did not enter a plea at his first court appearance. The next hearing is on the 30th of April. Details shared by officials paint a clearer picture of the timeline of events. According to Todd Blanche, Allen had made a reservation at the Washington Hilton Hotel from the 24th of April till the 26th, coinciding with the date of the event, which usually takes place on the last Saturday of April. Allen left his home in Los Angeles on the 21st of April, traveling by train to Chicago. On the 24th of April, he left Chicago and arrived in the capital, Washington, D.C., where he checked into the Washington Hilton Hotel on the eve of the gala and stayed overnight there. Prosecutors told Washington court that he was carrying a pump-action shotgun, a semi-automatic pistol, and 3 knives. On the day of the event, on the 25th of April, at about 8:40 p.m., he tried to break through security checkpoint on the floor above where the dinner was taking place. Several shots were fired before Allen was subdued in a chaotic encounter near a checkpoint.
On April 21st of this year, he traveled by train from Los Angeles to Chicago and then from Chicago to Washington, D.C. On April 24th, he arrived in Washington, D.C. at approximately 1 o'clock in the afternoon and checked into the Washington Hilton. Approximately at 8:40 on the night of April 25th, Allen approached a security checkpoint on the terrace level of the hotel, which is again a floor above where the dinner was taking place. He ran through the magnetometer holding a long gun. As he did so, U.S. Secret Service personnel assigned to the checkpoint heard a loud gunshot.
Reports suggest the shooter purchased the shotgun from a firearms dealer 8 months before this attack, and a semi-automatic pistol was purchased 2 years earlier. This was the 3rd attempt at Trump's life in the last 2 years. Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche, however, maintained that law enforcement did not fail in its job to protect the event.
I want to make this clear. This man was a floor above the ballroom with hundreds of federal agents between him and the President of the United States. The Department of Justice approaches incidents like this with urgency and clarity of purpose. Violence has no place in civic life.
At a news conference, the U.S. Attorney for Washington, Jeanine Pirro, said that the suspect's intent, based on writing that he had sent to his family before the attack, was to bring down as many high-ranking cabinet members as he could. As the fire rang out, Trump, the Vice President J.D. Vance, and the Secretary of State Marco Rubio, as well as other officials, were rushed out from the ballroom. In fact, Pirro said that more charges could be filed against him.
There will be additional charges as this investigation continues to unfold. But make no mistake, this was an attempted assassination of the President of the United States, with the defendant making clear what his intent was.